Okay, so we have put the children in for their first day of school. How do you feel?
Maybe more nervous than they are.
Me too. Nervous, emotional.
Yeah, but happy that they're in and we have a little time.
Yeah, very happy. It's a great, great school. We're very confident that we're in the right place to help them thrive and help them grow. Yeah. Finally, all right, we can get started.
Yep.
Yay. This is the center of Santa Ana, where we will be living. Daddy, can I ask you some questions about how you think the children have adapted so far after 4 weeks?
Well, it's been 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Wow. Okay.
And tomorrow will be 6 weeks.
Okay.
They're getting there. They've been uprooted. So they've been going through lots of levels of adapting. They've even now they just started school.
They just started what?
They just started school.
Okay.
And they're after second, they're saying it's great. They already have friends. So I think every accomplishment, starting school, starting a baseball team, starting with acting classes, these are all positive moves in the right direction to reach out and put down their roots and make connections with people.
Okay.
But it takes time. They're still talking about, Michael John is still saying, when are we going back? I think as he gets more accustomed and acquainted with people and starts making close relationships here, I think he'll start to view himself as part of this community.
Hope so.
And Felix also, just Michael John's younger and more vocal.
Yep.
And Felix is older and kind of internalizes a lot and just doesn't speak.
So what is it like for you? Because you obviously do most of the driving because you love driving so much.
I do.
And I love being a passenger so much. So how are you finding driving in Costa Rica?
It's different. There's seemingly a lot less regulations, or at least a lot less enforcement. Like people, the traditional right of way, people are just kind of out for themselves, and people just burst in. There's not very many traffic lights. So you've got these busy intersections with just lines of people and everyone waiting to get in, and they just lose their patience and bust right in and cause the kind of gridlock. But it's just in the end, you're just driving. If you're just concentrate on safety, you just get where you got to go. The motorcycles that takes getting used to, because they are trying to pass you and weaving around you at no matter how fast you're going. They're all trying to pass you on all sides. If you're trying to make a lane change or make a turn and you look and you think it's safe, as soon as you go to make the turn, there's a motorcycle just trying to zip right into that spot. So you got to look like 2 or 3, 4 times. Make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
The motorcycles take getting used to.
All right. What about the language barrier? How have you adapted to the language barrier?
I'm okay. I solved that pretty well by just not talking ever. No. It's important conversations. You have your apps,
Yeah.
the phone translation apps.
Yeah.
And then, but then there's moments where, like if I'm ordering food, like today at a local food establishment, I'd rather just kind of try and listen and try and see what I can pick up and not have my head buried in an app while I'm being talked to. And I had an idea of what I was ordering and what they were saying, but also I'm lucky. I probably like anything that comes, and I did. It was delicious. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was, but now I know what they were saying, and this is like step one on a million-step journey of learning a language. And I know nothing, but I'm learning a little more, and I'm listening and just doing it slow.
All right. So you say it's been 6 weeks that we've been here, and you've already had to travel back to the US to go and sell our cars. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we used an online car selling platform. And I think mistakenly myself, I was under the impression that because we were driving our cars, we needed our cars right up until the end when we left, because we were visiting different family members in different cities. So it's not like, and I figured, the convenience of an online car selling platform would be maybe the best bet. Not necessarily doesn't give you the most money, but there's definitely convenience there. So we left, and and then I was trying to facilitate it from here, the sale, and I just realized that I had to be in person for the actual transfer, so I did have to fly back for one day to actually sign the New York title, which, it happens. It's there's a chance for me to go back for a day. Cool.
And while you were back, obviously it was too soon to maybe get ballots and everything, because obviously we know this is voting season. So we ordered our ballots, right, online. What was that process like for you?
It was pretty straightforward. One of our contacts here pointed us in the right direction. votingfromabroad.org, I think it was. And that's the right place to go. It's a website that then puts you in touch with your local county, my case Suffolk County Board of Elections, and it went well. I mean, there was, everything takes time and navigating through apps, and sometimes they tell you different things, or they get their contradictory instructions. The voting from abroad said one thing, and then the Suffolk County election said something that they were a little unclear, and so I spent money sending back the application, which was like on UPS, which is, but I realized I didn't have to, so, but it all happened. I mean, we voted, it's done, and we're in a foreign country, and we voted in the United States election, and as far as I'm concerned, that's a total success.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I just realized that I didn't really put any footage or pictures of my allergic reaction to the mosquitoes in the last video. So even though the medication I took, which is this, and of course the steroid shot in my bum, it did help to really kind of tone down the itchiness and everything and the actual hives. I've just spent the morning having a lot of sun, walking around our new town, and it seems to have flared up again. So here's a little look at some of the allergic reaction. There's a little bit there. There's some on this arm here. You can see all of that. So it's very itchy. Started up again. This one is like huge, and it's literally like kind of raised up on my skin. I have never had this type of reaction from mosquitoes before. Mosquitoes frequently bite me, but I don't know how and why I would be allergic to mosquito bites, but apparently I am. I don't know if I'm going to have to take some more medication. I finished the whole package. And like I said, it did work, but now maybe I've aggravated it by being out walking around in the beautiful sun. We were warned that the Costa Rican sun is kind of strong, so maybe that's what's happened. I put on some moisturizer when we got back, but maybe I need to use some after sun instead and see if that works. So I might go and just wipe my body down and try some after sun, see if that makes a difference. All right, the saga continues. Yay. about these volcanoes, Daddy?
This one is inactive, so it has water. The other one was active, so then it was still steaming.
Steaming?
The water boiled.
Ooh.
It was still kind of active.
What is this? Yeah.